Hey, welcome to Greenlight. So today, first, my name is Jovanni Santos, and today we're going to explore HBO Max and answer some questions too for you guys as well. Go ahead and live chat if you have any questions during the tour. Go ahead and ask the questions, and I'll answer you at the end of this video. I will be answering a couple questions that I've had myself, and I know a lot of people have out there. So let's get started right now. All right. Back on here. So basically, we're going to take a quick tour right now. Since I've done this before on a tour of all the different movies that I would watch during this pandemic and everything like that. I have everything linked in. I'll have it at the end of at the end of this video. Just show up like on the sides like this and stuff like that, and then I'll have like my little logo in the middle type of thing. So I'll have some videos up there, and there's like a streaming playlist, streaming movies, and I'll include this video in there as well, so you can see all the videos I have about streaming. So I do have one for Disney Plus, and that's included with the Bluray releases video, but I included that in the playlist, so it's in there too, so you guys can find it easier. Excuse me. Ooh. Some good coffee. All right, so let's get started right away. Let's kind of bring you up here in the front of the. It looks like all up front. So fade in here. So this is what it looks like. I already started looking at some stuff. Obviously, Doom Patrol and the Dark Knight Returns, Part 1. So I've seen the whole series, Part 1 and 2. I was just doing like a rewatch last night. I see maybe one person could be here in the chat. Go ahead and comment or say anything that you'd like, and we're going to get started right now. So as you see here, wait. As you can see here, so Harry Potter up front, and we got Friends and the new Looney Tunes. This is the new Looney Tunes right here. So let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. So first thing we see here is like my list. So we already derived a list. My son's so cute. So we already derived, put a list together. Basically everything here you see are like kid stuff going into, just with my son just screaming right now. We do have a 3-year-old, almost a 4-year-old later this year in October. So this is his list of movies and TV shows. So more or less the norm. I was kind of a little underwhelmed when I got on here. I was excited. I was excited that the HBO Now, thanks to my father-in-law, my wife's dad, that he had HBO Now, and we have it on our Roku. We have it on my phone. We have it on the phones and stuff like that. So on the phones, they updated right away. So I checked my phone at work yesterday, and it was like I was doing the 11 o'clock show. In the middle there, someone said that that the HBO Now app would just turn into HBO Max. And I didn't believe it, so I went and looked for it because it's on my phone, and it just literally turned right into it. So it was pretty cool. looked at it a little bit, but then explored it more at home and noticed that it's not on Roku, but it is on online and on my phone as well. I'm guessing it's on the Apple TV apps as well and all that stuff. So let me know in the comments below if you're having a problem trying to get HBO Max and you already have HBO or HBO Now and it doesn't update and stuff like that. So Roku and Fire Stick doesn't have its own dedicated HBO Max app, let alone they don't have like a deal worked out. Like HBO doesn't have a deal worked out with Roku and or Amazon Fire Stick. So let me know in the comments below in the video playback and or in the live chat, and let me know how you feel about that, and we could talk a little bit more about it. It looks like we're all gonna have to wait. I'm in the boat with you, but I do have it on my phone. So if you do have your login for your HBO Now, you can log into HBO Max for free, no extra cost. And I can see why here, looking at the featured series too. There's not a lot. This right here at the end here is a TBS show. Then we have the OC, which is also a Warner Brothers production, but I believe it was released on either like WB or CW. I think it was WB back in the day when it was before it was CW. And then we have obviously The Wire, the Alienist. I was always curious about this show. It's on TNT. And then The Wire, which is HBO, and then Doom Patrol, which was a DC show. It was just a strictly DC.com streaming app as well for Roku. I even downloaded it just to check it out, just to explore it, because it lets you explore it for free, but it doesn't let you kind of play any of the movies or anything like that, which is which kind of sucked. But I looked at all their stuff, and there's a lot in there that's not in here. And it's the same thing when it comes to like the Warner Brothers line and just DC in general. The DC movies too. Not all the DC movies are in here, so we're gonna get into it. So you can see here, kind of going a little backwards, talking about them backwards, but they do own like True TV and all that stuff. So they have Impractical Jokers. They have Doctor Who, Westworld right now. 3rd season is one of the greatest seasons. They even have Batwoman. Comment down below or in the live chat and let me know if you know anything about Batwoman. I heard she quit. The girl that was Batwoman quit the show. So yeah, let me know. Let's talk about that. Especially in the video playback. I love to talk about it, have a little conversation going. I'll definitely jump in. So we have some HBO Max Originals here. So it's not many, obviously. Just like Disney Plus, but it looks like, Disney Plus didn't have a lot going in right off the bat, and they had what's her name? Let's explore this. Excuse me while I drink my coffee. So Love Life. So this is a show. Okay, cool. So Anna Kendrick, that's her name. That's what I was trying to come in here and look for. Doesn't say her name in here anyways, that I don't see. But okay, so Anna Kendrick is jumping around on these originals. Like, she has a Disney Plus original movie called Noelle, and then I believe, I'm for sure that she has more than one Netflix original, but she wasn't the first. And then this is now HBO Max original, and it's an original show with them, and it's not even on HBO on its own, so you won't even find it on the HBO channel itself. So let's go back here, come back in here, scroll back down. So it does the same thing, kind of knocks you back up into the top, and this is where we left off. The Looney Tunes cartoons, I heard that this is, I believe that this one is the new ones. It's not the classic old ones or something. But let's see. Season 1. Look, and then it jumps to season 5 and 9. It's kind of scattered. I don't know what that's about, but it looks pretty. It looks pretty all over the place. Kind of sad. A little. Again, a little underwhelming. Especially when I was checking out the DC area, and I was a little shocked, to say the least, because I wanted more. I just wanted more. But this first season right here, I don't know why it skips over to like oh well, this is not the 5th season. This is all season 1. Oh, so this is all season 1. Sorry, I'm just a little like underwhelmed. So we get all of season 1 of the new Looney Tunes. I don't know if they have other ones. We'll explore here and see. I'm going in that this cold with you guys. If you're on here on the live chat as well, and you see that I'm like going in through this and I'm like reacting kind of harshly right now, I'm so sorry. I don't do reviews here. I'm not doing a review per se. I'm just doing like a tour of the website and the whole interface of it. All right, so whoops. Come on. Chimon. That's what me and my wife say to each other. Chimon. Chimon. Come on, Lee. Like in Rush Hour 2. Alright, cool. So the next ones are featured movies. So we have Wonder Woman, Joker. Joker's on HBO. You see like some of them say HBO on the bottom. It's because some of these movies they don't own themselves, but the ones up front here, they do. I don't think Ready or Not is Warner Brothers. Let me know in the comments or in the live chat if you do know that. I'll check that later. But everything else is like HBO, like I said. Like Bad Education is an HBO production, though. New Line Cinemas over here with Lord of the Rings. Good Boys. Look, HBO X-Men Dark Phoenix is on HBO, but that's a 20th Century Fox, which is owned by Disney. So Disney owns this. So it's on here, you know. Of course, they have all the Harry Potter movies, all of them, all 8. So cool. Alright, so okay, cool. So now HBO series, editors, picks, as you can see here. And it's not like, it's like their main lineup. If you have HBO, you understand how this kind of, like the interface is fairly the same. It looks a little bit more friendly than the HBO one. But if you go down, you see it says HBO Max hubs. So all the hubs will lead you into specific channels and stuff like that they have stuff. So you see it says Looney Tunes here. We'll check that out in a moment, but we'll check out DC first. But look, HBO is what we're here for to really look at. So see they have their HBO, and just look at what the difference is. So when we jump in here, it looks like they have their own carousel as well. So it jumps you into a whole other section. It's just HBO. Used to say like HBO Now up here and stuff, but let's see here, and they have a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, all these shows and movies and stuff like normal. Watch Westworld. They still kind of like have the purple from HBO Max. I kind of like the purple. I think it's pretty cool. It reminds me of the Disney blue thing, so I like the purple. I think the purple is dope, and I'm a big HBO and Warner Brothers fan, which is why we're going to be going through the DC and the other channels as well. Oh, and the Looney Tunes too. Why does it do this? Oh, it's going to start me in the middle. All right, cool. So It was already going to start me. I don't know if you noticed that. It was already going to start me here, because that's where I left off. And they have TCM. In spirit of filmmaking, I'm going to check TCM real quick. Very cool. Never had this much access to TCM before, so except for like YouTube TV and stuff and cable. But it's always included, and you always just gotta wait for whatever they put on, and whatever is usually on demand doesn't stick around. So Eraserhead. Wow, Scanners. These are some old movies. These are good. Legendary Charlie Chaplin collection. If you guys are a frequent watcher of my channel, you know that my movie collection video I did, like right off in the beginning, I already show you a collector's edition of like Charlie Chaplin, like short films and stuff like that, that my uncle had on DVD, and I showed that off, and I really highly enjoyed that growing up, like the Wild West, the Searchers and stuff. Okay, so they have like they're classic movies. And then I see Wizard of Oz is on here, which it should be. I'm not surprised. It's a big Warner Brothers film. Casablanca, Gone with the Wind, yeah, Ben-Hur. These are all big Warner. Rebel Without a Cause, North by Northwest, nice. Look at that. That is, these are all Warner Brothers releasing. Once Upon a Time in the West. Alright, so Singing in the Rain, of course, yeah. So, let's get out of here, and let's let the website do what it's gonna do. There we go. And it just knocked us right in. So you see how it works and everything, so this is good. They also have Sesame Workshop, which I'm guessing is like what we saw with HBO and TCM. But let's check out DC. For all you DC fans out there like myself, they also have the carousel. And if you've noticed, and let me see if you can even see this. Because they have on the top left corners, on the over this little like thin line that's under the DC. So in between the thin line and the DC logo, on the left, all the way to the left, you'll see like it'll say featured, and this is what this page is. From what you see here, it's not a lot. It's a lot more Batman stuff, and then an A to Z. So we're gonna check this out a little bit more. So epic origin stories. So these are just like, the start, everybody's start in the first Justice League, which is not really, I guess that's an origin for Justice League. And then Aquaman's Origin, Jonah Hex. I actually went to the premiere of Jonah Hex, and Megan Fox walked out of it in the middle of it. I guess she didn't like it either. The movie was horrible. I guess it was that bad that she realized it too. She's done a far worse work after that too as well, I believe. So whatever. So as you see here, there's all these films. I forgot that Steel, the Shaq movie, was a DC film. It kind of shocked me because I grew up with this film. I told my wife too. I grew up with this film like as a kid, and that was always on HBO and Showtime, or whenever it was on there, like in a hotel room. Whenever we go to like Disney World or anything like that, I always clicked on it and put it on. So Steel was great. What a great film. So that's awesome that it's included there. We also obviously have Shazam up there that you saw. But that's from HBO, and so is Aquaman. So these aren't like the original line of them. So yeah, they're like the new, when they go into HBO, they're directly new. So they're completely 235. The aspect ratio for the widescreen is correct in the original widescreen for the film, and they didn't like cut the sides and turn them into 16:9, which they do sometimes on HBO. So they may have done that with Green Lantern. Actually, let me scroll back up here. So with Green Lantern, they probably did that. So I don't know or not, but let me know in the comments if you've seen that. But then we have Gotham's Joker. So all these movies here with Joker, just Joker in these movies. And if you see here, if you notice so far, like now we're going to DC Heroes Super Animated. So like, if you've seen so far, you don't see any Christopher Nolan Batman movies here. So I'm gonna scroll down a little bit more again, because that's the animated stuff, and then there's the animated series, and this is the best villains in the animated series, and then we have the Batman collection, which is the original Batman. So as you can see here, there's no Dark Knight, there's no Batman Begins, no Dark Knight, no Dark Knight Rises. There's no Christopher Nolan Batman. So that's what, kind of like the news, the breaking news I wanted to break to you. There is everything else. We do have Batman versus Superman. You get Catwoman. You don't really get like the greater ones of the movies, except for maybe like Suicide Squad. You get Shazam, you get Justice League, you get Aquaman and stuff like that, and Wonder Woman. So you get the new good ones, the really good ones, and then that's pretty much it. Now that Henry Cavill is going to be Superman, and is strictly going to be Superman as a featured Superman in all these, maybe even a Supergirl movie. You see here all these, like, we have all that, where he's just featured. We don't only have Man of Steel, the movie here. And then the sequel to Man of Steel was Batman vs. Superman. So there's that. So, okay, so as you can see here, this is the lineup of what we got for DC. I was a little disappointed. I mean, we have Watchmen, the show, the series. So the show is amazing. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. But if you have HBO, you probably already did, like myself, or have access to it. So we're coming back out, and we're gonna check out Looney Tunes. Very cool. I don't think you guys see my mouse or anything in this, but this the logo here is very, very, very cool, with the thing around in the background, the way it is, very old school. So kind of missed this. Very cool carousel. All right, so they have like the new of the old, like kind of retro. I'm gonna call it the retro Looney Tunes, because this is like a retro Looney Tunes. And then they have the classic. Okay, good. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Kind of freaked me out a little bit when I didn't see it right off the bat, because those were the originals anyway. So Looney Tunes classic tunes. So these are all, like, I guess they're best of their classic ones. Look, they even have a black and white one here. Yes. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, my son will definitely, be filled with all this. But he's not big on, like, 2D animation. So his whole 2D animation thing is just kind of, like, is daunting on him. So they have a Bugs Bunny, what is this, Best of Bugs Bunny section. Which is great, because then, because he's into Bugs Bunny and he loves Space Jam, like obsessively. So, because Space Jam has this whole 2D inside our 3D world type thing interacting, he enjoys that. And that doesn't quite bother him. And then, wow. So, Looney Tunes Show, Crafty, Tweety, Season 1. So, this is like, right here, they're, the Looney Tunes Show. Looney Tunes Classics is up here. Okay, so they have it kind of sectioned off, because the Looney Tunes Show was their, like, revamp of it. I believe it was, like, on Cartoon Network. and this is it and stuff. This is pretty cool. Very, very cool. All right. So yeah, I definitely got to try to get my son into this. So this was the featured section. So we're gonna go to the A to Z like we did with DC, unlike unlike with HBO, because it's just too much. I don't know. If you have HBO already and you're watching this, you know what's there and what's included. It's HBO. So we have Baby Looney Tunes. I guess musical adventure. I'll try that on my son. I don't know what that's about. Looney Tunes, the regular one. This is the original, and then we have Looney Tunes cartoons, which is their HBO Max original, and it has the yellow glove, like the old school glove from Looney Tunes. Even though the Looney Tunes right here, it went from that to like the new school or whatever. At the time, it just like it grew here on Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes cartoons is a HBO Max original, and then we have the Looney Tunes show, which is, I believe, more of a Cartoon Network version of it. And then we have the Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries. Oh, I remember this. Okay, this is really cool. I like this. I really enjoyed this. I remember seeing like a little like 3D animated Tweety and Looney Tunes, the Looney Tunes 3D. What was it, a Sylvester and Tweety short film or something? Very, very cool. So, okay, coming back out here. We're getting back out. Back into HBO, and we're going to scroll back down to the bottom and just check out the next one. So we have, look, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So that's not shocker, because I'm glad that they have that. That's part of Warner Brothers. So they should have all the seasons in here too. So on the right over like the logo where it says HBO Max up here on the tab, to the left and right. So on the right you see the person's name, your name, but I wanted to like kind of hide that for my father-in-law's sake, and just hiding information that shouldn't be. And then on the left over here we have a little magnifying glass, as well as next to that, to the left of that is let me see if it pops up. I don't think it popped up for you guys, but on it if you have HBO, it's a little tab that shows up slides out from the side on the left side, and it gives you like the home screen and just everything navigation wise, so you can search and by series, originals, movies just added, last chance, coming soon, and then genres, and then you can scroll down all the way to the bottom, and then you'll have your same tabs that we went and explored, where the hubs, the HBO Max hubs show up at. So all right, so let's continue exploring here. Watch with the family. Romantic comedies. So a bunch of them are from HBO. A bunch of them they own. They have even like old classic ones, like Bringing Up Baby. That's like really old. And An American in Paris. Singing in the Rain. You know, like these are like classic films. HBO has been, Warner Brothers, because HBO is owned by Warner Brothers, and really what we're looking at here is a Warner Brothers streaming app. I'm going to put that in the title, like at the end, and have it like another side title or something like that, like I usually do with like Bluray collection or whatever. Put there, and I would just write Warner Brothers streaming app, because this is what this is, and this is all the stuff they own. So Watch with the Family. Whoops. That was my mistake. Because over here on the side, I also have the scroll up. So Watch with the Family. And then, so we have Scooby-Doo, obviously. Where Are You? We better have all of them. The Peanuts. Better have all of them. Jetsons, Flintstones. I mean, we got some classics here. HBO Max, Book Club. So this is cool. So this is all their book turned movies. The Wizard of Oz, The Town was a book, I guess. I didn't know that. Actually, I know it's Warner Brothers. Racing in the Rain, I didn't know it was a book either. Lord of the Rings, obviously. His Dark Materials. Big Little Lies. Oh, okay. Slumdog Millionaire was a book, I guess. Okay, didn't know that. We got Nancy Drew here. I think the Nancy Drew is a CW show. But we all know that's a book, I think. And then Fight Club, which was on HBO, but that's a 20th Century Fox movie. So there you go. And then Studio Ghibli's New Home. Oh, okay, so that's what that's about. So the Studio Ghibli's or what? I can't pronounce his name. I'm so sorry, and it almost sounded like I was gonna say whatever. I really can't pronounce his name. I'm so sorry. And for fans of the studio and for this man's work, I see a lot of films that I've seen, like Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro. I don't believe I finished that. And then Kiki's Delivery Service, for sure. My uncle's name is Kiki. I had to check that out. So this is on the HBO Max, where you see like the hubs. You're gonna see a section where it has this man's studio. Well, these people, this person's studio. I think it's one man, or one studio that they call Ghibli or something. I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry. Let me know in the comments below or in the live chat if I'm butchering that. I'm so sorry. As you can see here, it's a lot of this man's work. I'm sure a lot of the studio's work, I'm sure that you can find more to explore right here in the Explore tab, as well as in the Hub section or on the tab on the left. So then now we're on the bottom here, edgy animation. We got some Robot Chicken and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Rick and Morty over here for Rick and Morty fans, and Cartoon Network fans and all that stuff. And we got Batman, Killing Joke, which I've seen 100 times on HBO. And we have, whoops. Sorry about that. Going back here. So I'm going to keep going. So then, yeah, and then we have home movies all the way at the end, I guess. I don't know. I've never really watched this, but I've heard of it. Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, look, Spawn. But that was like on the Spawn. Oh, sorry. The Spawn series. This is why I have headphones on, because I could know how loud I am and stuff, because it really, like, peaked on me. So sorry about that. The Spawn series was an HBO like an HBO show itself. So, and then we got The Wire here, which I've always been interested in, like, watching the whole thing. I haven't finished it. True Crime Spree, which is like their documentary section, I guess, about Crime Spree. And then they have their blockbuster franchises. So this is the end of the road here when it comes to, like, the whole page. And it's kind of like, we're doing kind of like quick overview. So Alien here and Die Hard, they're both, and Jaws, they're all different companies. Like New Line Cinemas owns Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and stuff like that. New Line Cinemas is owned by, it's under that whole Warner Brothers bracket. So Jaws is Universal. Die Hard and Alien are both 20th Century Fox. Police Academy is, I don't know, it's Warner Brothers, I guess, because it doesn't have an HBO under it. Universal for American Pie. Annabelle is Warner Brothers, though, and so is Godzilla, but since it's new, I don't know, they let it stay on HBO, and it'll be on HBO Max type of thing, and that's just how that works, I guess. But because they put their new releases there anyways at some point, and they'll keep it there for a certain amount of time. But I don't think they'll have it like live on HBO. They'll have it live on HBO Max maybe. But that's pretty much it. So I'm a movie fan, so I'm gonna open this tab to the left here, even though you can't see it. Let's see, and it's kind of shaded over here now. So I'm gonna go to movies. Hit just like generally movies and HBO Max, and let's just kind of explore this area. Oh wow, they have a carousel. On the Record documentary premiere. Forget what this is about exactly. Let me know in the comments below if you know about it and we could talk about it. I probably would have found out about it after this. I usually do. It's not that hard. Now with this day and age of internet and stuff, you pretty much have everything in your hands. So wow, even Academy Award winners over here, which they had like a section like this on HBO itself. Look at the TCM Classic, curated by TCM. Good. Ooh, they have, look at this. Oh, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm a big Stanley Kubrick fan. Huge into Stanley Kubrick. Look, The Outsiders. Look, Lolita. Oh, Citizen Kane. Yeah, and these are like Warner Brother films anyways. Except for Little Shop of Horrors, and that's on HBO, coming from HBO. So if it's coming from HBO, I think that's how they get those other movies. Like, look, Edge of Your Seat action. Look, Alita Battle Angel is on here. Anna, which is the new movie by Luc Besson. And then there's Everybody's on Contagion. These are all like mainly on HBO. Then we have Suicide Squad over here, too, all the way at the end. A Star is Born is on here, yeah, because that's Warner Brothers picture. And then raunchy comedies. A lot of these, it's funny because, like, yeah, of course, like the American Pies are all Universal. And then 20th Century Fox over here, Dodgeball. And then we have New Line Cinema, which is owned by Warner Brothers, like I said, Harold and Kumar. Oops, kind of knocked me back up. Yeah, so if they're not from if they're not from Warner Brothers, they're gonna come through HBO. It looks like. So, all right, cool. Featured documentaries. This one was pretty interesting. The Beware the Slender Man thing. That's an HBO like original documentary. And then when we get to the bottom here, it looks like we have the Max hubs for HBO Max. Oh, cool. So that was all the movies. Here, let's see. We got the originals. That's going to be very small. Last Chance. Coming Soon. Let's do a Coming Soon. And let's leave this. Here, yeah, let's do a Coming Soon. So we're going to get Lucy in the Sky. I saw that with my wife. We were okay with it. It was all right. I like how trippy it was, but it was just like really long and drawn out. Ad Astra was amazing. Me and my wife loved this movie. Really, really good. So June 6th. Then we get a stand-up comedy. June 6th. Also June 7th. I don't know. The Good Liar. I haven't seen that one. Ford versus Ferrari, it was really cool. I like that. Wow, Dr. Sleep, June 27th, and then it's not a lot of big movies. Oh, Lovecraft Country, and then there's like a Coming Soon, and you could play all these and like watch them, and like the June section here. So this is a normal thing that you would find anyways on HBO normally. So I guess this is just what's coming to HBO. It's weird because I think Ad Astra is a Warner Brothers film, like a Warner Brothers movie. So that's it here for me today. And thank you for joining me. If you haven't been here before, my name is Jovanni Santos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the notification bell because we do giveaways, movie giveaways, like movie code digital giveaways, because I do Blu-ray unboxings every now and again, where I do giveaways, movie code giveaways from those Blu-rays that I collect. So if you're interested in watching movies and you really enjoy movies and you love talking about them, and or even making films, or you're interested in making films in the future, please hit the notification bell, because I do a lot of unboxing, obviously, for Blu-rays. I talk about the special features of those Blu-rays, and how they can help you as a independent filmmaker, micro-budget filmmaker, even a starting filmmaker, and basically do a lot of filmmaking tips as well, video tips and stuff like that. So every now and again I drop some like filmmaking videos. Those are a little bit more expensive and more they take a little more work to get them together for YouTube. So yeah, so like I have a good amount of them already on there. So I'm trying to ramp them up here and there. So I will be doing like an unboxing that's a filmmaking unboxing, and it'll be the first one. Most likely later this week, or one of these days this week. So today is Friday, so most likely it would be, yeah, it'll be next week, either Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna be opening up. I will be opening up the Rode wireless Go mic. I just got it, but I purchased it with like two things. It comes with a couple things. So this is it right here. It's the white one. I already have purchased the black one, but we'll talk about that in a later video. So hit the notification bell for that, and let me check here quickly. See if anybody is on the live chat here. Okay, no one's on the live chat, so that's okay. Get you on the playback. So thank you again for everyone watching this on the playback, and I'll see you very soon. And I'll see you next week when we reveal our giveaway, because we currently actually are giving away a movie. We actually are giving away, quickly here, we're giving away a movie code giveaway for The Invisible Man. So definitely check that out. Ooh. All red right here. Oh, it's probably from the coffee or something. So definitely doing the Invisible Man thing. And it's coming out. And it's coming for you if you want it. So you got to comment on that video. Look for it. It's an unboxing video for this movie, and you'll find it. And it'll be at the end of this. It'll be at the most recent. And then I'll also have a playlist for streaming movies, so you can check out all the other streaming movie sites that I look at and stuff like that during all this craziness that's happening. So stay safe out there. Make sure, there's a lot of crazy things happening, and a lot of bad things. I work in the news, so I'm very sorry about a man that passed away out there, and everyone is really reacting in such a way because of so much going on from our past, and something that we haven't dealt with. So people are saying that we're dealing with two pandemics right now, and this is the second one. So I don't really talk about stuff like this. I don't talk about like serious things, especially even reviewing movies and stuff like that. Not too confrontational when it comes to this channel. I just want to keep it even and open for everybody. So with that being said, just stay safe. Love you all, and I'll see you next week. Thank you again.